Hey gang, Boy here. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning back in. So we're going to move on to the second war attack. This was again Raisin, who was at Town Hall 9, sitting in the number 9 position, attacking their number 3, another Town Hall 10. And this was actually a pretty well-developed base, and as far as defenses were concerned, this was one of the very few live attacks that they actually presented us with. But the first things that you'll notice on the initial scout, Tesla's in the pockets. 2 multi-target Infernos. Everything is in its own pocket. Now, this is a very effective Town Hall 10 design, especially if you're going to be sending in heavy tanks, things like Pekkas and Golems. They have to go through each one of these pockets and process each one of those defenses before they can move into the core of the base. Now, for this particular attack, she decided to go in with 7 Pekkas. Now, this is something that we've seen done a couple of times. Wanted to see if it would actually work for us. This was an easy lure, and then it was literally just have the Pekkas fight their way in, fight their way out, and then take out what's left of the remaining bases. This is one of those few bases where something like this could even work on, and we were actually pleasantly surprised to see that it actually worked out. But Raisin ended up bringing just a couple of witches in the CC, plus some other fun stuff, but nothing too crazy. Couple of hogs just to pull out the clan castle. It was just 5 archers and a Pekka of all things, and not even a high-level Pekka at that. 2 witches was enough to take out all of those, and then the only thing that was left at this point was to send in the mass Pekkas straight into the core of the base. Now, obviously, for something like this, you have to be careful with pathing issues, so you want to make sure that you deploy from the outside in and take out some of these exterior defenses. Now, what's interesting about the path that she chose to come in here was that this is an open lane here, and she broke her way in this way, and that was to make sure that everything kind of flowed in this direction. So there the Pekkas helped out with the rage just to process through those buildings really quickly. Now opening up that compartment right there exposes these buildings to pull the Pekkas in. There's always the danger of having them move in to this corner, which this Pekka is taking advantage of. But then, eventually they'll start to make their way back into the core of the base. So 3 rages, 1 jump was enough to get them into that pocket, and then once they're done processing all of those defenses, it's really just a matter of fighting their way out. Now, under rage, they can still 1 and 2 shot even Lego walls, so this was one of those rare cases where something like this would even work. But they were able to bust their way in, take out the town hall, and bust their way back out to finish taking out the rest of the base. And at this point, it's really just going through processing those external buildings. She's still got the AQ in reserve to pull out that second star if it comes down to it, but it's not really going to be necessary because the Pekkas are able to go through and process what's left of those outside buildings for the 50%. So pretty crazy attack, and some more good fun coming from Raisin. Thanks, Raisin.